Hey, this is DJ Shone Shoney Shone with Jazz 402 FM, Chamber Radio. And if you're listening, that's KCBZM. Coming up next is Nat E. Dread with the Chamber Zoom song.
Guess you wonder where I've been searching for a CRM. I came here to let you know I use Chamber Zoom for my sales growth. My friend wonder where I get my leads. I use Chamber Zoom for my marketing. I came here to let you know I use Chamber Zoom for my sales growth. I use Chamber Zoom for my sales flow. You can use Chamber Zoom for your sales growth. Let's use Chamber Zoom for our sales flow.
Hey you guys, I hope you like that song from my cousin Nat E. Dread. He is the smooth jazz singer. And in a matter of fact, if you saw that logo at the beginning at 402 FM, you're going to notice that there is actual drawing of a keyboard. And my other cousin, the artist, which we typically call the artist, drew that picture because he's an artist. You notice how rich people always talk this way? They're artists. Well, anyhow, I don't know why people talk that way, and I don't know why I'm talking that way. But speaking of artists, there's this guy named Basquiat, and he was this guy in New York that did that type of art. It is called tag art. So if you noticed, we used a spray paintbrush tool to do that. And he became a millionaire. And speaking of millionaires, I want to speak about a few of the richest people in the world. Okay, now, Forbes magazine says the top 3 people, the most richest people in the world, the top 3, are number 1, number 2, and number 3. So let's take a look at them. There's going to be number 1, there's going to be number 2, and then there's going to be number 3. Okay? I'm sorry to put my back to you, but I have a couch right here that I'm going to be moving soon, okay? Anyhow, right, what's happening right here is the number 1 wealthiest person in the world right now is Mr. Bill Gates. Let's all hear it for Bill Gates. Okay, so this is Bill Gates. The second one, as you may have guessed already, is Warren Buffett, which we call Warren Edward, aka Eddie Buffett. And then the third one is Larry Ellison. And I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. So we have Larry Ellison right here. Okay, now, you might be asking me, why are we talking about these people? Well, all of these 3 people are all about data. And what their main thing is shifting data around. That's really how they made their billions of dollars, is by taking some data right here and shifting it over there, okay? So let's take a look at Bill Gates. What does he do? Well, he has, as we already know, he has Windows, but he also has Office, right? So underneath Office, there's Word. And what is Word? We're taking words, we're putting them in there, we're cutting, they're pasting them, we're cutting, we're pasting them, okay? And there's also Excel. And Excel can be used to make what's called a CSV file, which is another way of shifting and transferring data. So let's take a look at Warren Buffett. What does he do? Well, he's known as one of the best investors ever, okay? Very humble man, drives a car that's probably cost half as much as my car cost when mine was new. But anyhow, it's Warren Buffett. The guy's a billionaire. So what he does is he takes data, again, but this data is in numbers like this. So he takes this data and he shifts it into this type of data. Okay? So he's shifting numbers. He's transferring data too. And then we have Larry Ellison. Well, Larry Ellison, it's really interesting. I want to tell you a little bit about Larry Ellison. I did some research, and he used to work for the Ampex Corporation. And one of his projects was a database for the CIA. And he named that Oracle. He named the project Oracle. Now, later Ellison was inspired by a white paper called A Relational Model of Data for Large Shared Data Banks. So I want you guys to see what this is. This is the white paper, the third richest man in the world, and it's a white paper called A Relational Model of Data. Model of Data. Okay. For large shared databanks. For large shared data banks. Okay. Now this is what inspired Larry Ellison before Oracle even became a corporation. This inspired him when he was working with the CIA. And the name of the project was Oracle. Okay, now we're looking at the 3 wealthiest people in the world, and now we know they're all about shifting data back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, 2 of these, you know what? Now I got the Sesame Street song in my head. One of these things ain't like the other. One of these things just don't belong. Hey, maybe I should do a kids show. Anyhow, I'm not going to do one of those. I'm going to do an adult show, and it's called Data Exchange. And so we're going to look at Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Larry Ellison. Which of the 2 have something in common? Well, they all have something in common. They're all billionaires. They all shift data. However, Bill Gates has what's called a CRM, and his CRM is called, I can't believe I'm looking this up because I used to work with it. It's called Microsoft Dynamics, okay? So Bill Gates has a CRM called Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, and Microsoft Dynamics is, again, it's about shifting data around. Now Larry Ellison also has stake in 2 CRMs. So Larry Ellison, who is an investor as well, has Salesforce and another one called NetSuite. Okay? And these are CRMs as well. Now, what does a CRM do? Is that correct English? What does a CRM do? Okay, well what it does is it shifts around data so we can be focused and aware of everything that's going on within our business. So now my question is, how are you watching this video going to be able to do and handle data the way the 3 wealthiest people in the world handle data? And the answer is simple, and we already know what it is. It's ChamberZoom. ChamberZoom is a CRM, just like Microsoft Dynamics, just like what Bill Gates uses. Salesforce and NetSuite are CRMs, just like what Larry Ellison uses. So now you can actually shift your data around, you can collect your data, and you can keep track of every single lead that you have the way the billionaires do it. So wouldn't it make sense to go to www.chamberzoom.com, sign up. When they ask how did you hear about us, go ahead and put my name, Sean Snowday, or just say a chamber member. It doesn't matter. I don't get paid for it. I'm just really excited about this, and I want to help you make more money in less time, and I want to help you do it with less effort. It's really effortless. Making money in this economy is determined effort, but it's effortless to actually receive and get all that. And I don't want to really get in track with that. but I do work long hours. You're going to see me up till midnight designing and developing, and I get up in the morning, I start working. Then I take breaks throughout the day because that's what it takes for me to make money, to live the lifestyle that I like to live. Okay? So 3 of the wealthiest people in the world, 2 of them actually have CRMs. They're invested in the CRM. And the reason they're invested in that is they know it makes a major difference globally to the people that they serve. And the chamber is making a difference in the way your business runs, and they're serving you with a CRM just like the big boys. Okay? So again, go to www.chamberzoom.com, and I'm going to show you a couple little tricks. So stay tuned. The rest of the portion of this video, the next section, has to do with using your CRM powerfully so you can keep track of your leads, keep track of your people, and really build business with making more money with less effort. Okay? So here's the video. Okay, great. Now that we know that this is all about data manipulation and not so much focus and awareness, let's see how we can actually manipulate the data so we have more focus awareness on our clients and on the people who we're trying to make a difference with using this CRM. Okay, so right now we are in the training group of my particular CRM. That's my bat phone. You don't want to call it, you can call it, but I don't answer it. It's the bat phone. I use it for a fax machine. Okay, so anyhow, right here is training, and we're going to look at a few things here. And I'm going to show you a little trick that I did in order to be able to dial anywhere in the United States and Canada for free. So stay tuned for that. I'll show that right after this. So let's take a look at how we can get focused on people. This is the CRM, and these are our contacts. Now when I click on this, I have all of my leads right here. Now look at, these are all my leads. These are all fake. Look, here's Joe Schmo right there, Joe Schmo. We can call him at 555-1212. Now, here's the situation. With all of the people in here, we're going to want to be able to actually call some of these people and keep track of them. Well, there's a thing called opportunities, and this is where your sales funnel is. Remember that Chamber Zoom is where you can get your sales flow, and Chamber Zoom is where you can create your sales growth. And right here is your sales flow or your sales funnel. So what I did in here is I created all my new leads, my qualified leads, my prospects, my proposals, people that are evaluating the proposals, and the deals that were either lost or won. And this is number of opportunities. So I have 3 here, 2 prospecting, and 1 deal won and 1 lost deal. Okay, so the reason that we want to be able to see the number of them is we know what's going on, how much harder we have to work to generate those new leads. And up here, look, we could see how much money. Now, how cool would it be to walk in the morning and look in your office, and I don't know what you're using right now, but you probably can't do this, especially if you're using eye contact or constant contact or AWeber or an autoresponder that is not a CRM. This is a CRM. This is what a CRM does. I walk in the office, I see all these new leads. If I call all of these new leads, I can make, look at that, $27,000. How excited am I? I'm like, I better get on the phone. I better start calling these people because that's 27 grand going down the drain. Now, this is your most important lead. It's called the new lead. And the reason these are so important are these are people you have not contacted yet. And you want to contact these people because if you don't, your competition will. And if you don't call your lead now, someone else will. And you want that someone to be you. So let's go ahead and click here so it can be us. So we go here and you'll see that we have these example. There's Joe Schmo. Here's example 8. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to look at this example. Now, in here, I could see all of the interaction that has taken place with these particular individuals. I could see that this particular individual has a daughter named Emily. She's going to ballet, so she goes to ballet on Saturdays, but she really likes karate. Okay, so the next time I called on this line, I could find out, you know, this particular prospect was interested in what's the price list,
And we spoke a little bit, and it turns out, oh, Emily broke her leg at ballet. Well, you know, now I can start building a relationship with this person, talking about Emily and hoping she's all right and how's her leg doing, right? People love talking about their children. Now you're selling without selling, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, once we call all of our leads here, we'll find out if they answered or not. But let's go to a qualified lead. And here we have these qualified leads, okay? I can call all these people. I can see who's qualified, who's a prospect. Here's example number 7. Let's give them a call, and let's take them from a qualified lead to a proposal, all right? So in here, you have all of this information, and this person is the decision maker and has a budget and ready to move by December 1st. Well, it's not December 1st yet, so let's just give them a call and keep track of it. But I want to show you someone like, let's take a look at example 2. So this is a qualified lead, and it's in the qualified lead area. So I'm going to click on qualified lead, and let's see what's going on with them. Okay, so they have some activity in here, right? They've read a couple emails. They clicked through to the website, so we got some action going on here, right? They're reading emails. We have some action. We haven't really talked to them that much, but we see that they want to sample products, sample services, and videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to their contact information. Now, this bounced email because that is not a real email, okay? But let's put the phone number in there. So the phone number is 310-400, I think it's 6719. Is that my phone number? Okay, it's my bat phone. I'm not really sure what it is, but let's save that in here and close it. And what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to go back over to my contacts because it'll be in here. So it's 6715. So let's take that phone number right there, and I'm going to show you how you can call anywhere in the United States or Canada for free using Google Voice. And you can call them through the CRM. So right here, I'm going to go back to my prospects, and let's see, it was right here, I think, in now example 2. So I'm going to change the phone number for this particular individual. Okay, let's get the right phone number in there. Now we got the right phone number in there. I'm going to go back over here, and let's call this person, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to say a new activity. The new activity, I could either say phone call, left a message, sent a text, I received an email from them, sent an email, sent email, follow-up presentation. Most of the people I meet it in the mosh pit, okay? So I put that in there, so in case, you know, I need to know where I met him, I'll have that. So let's make this phone call. We're going to complete this today, and we're going to put the phone number right there. So now that I pasted it in there, you'll see that I have the phone number right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this number, and it's going to dial out through my phone. And then what's going to happen is my bat phone's going to ring. So when I click on here, if I click down here, it's going to go to my mobile phone. And if I click here, it's going to go through my Google phone. Now, I set this all up. And if you're technical enough, you can do this. I can always help you if you want to. This would be part of your setup if you wanted to do it. And if you wanted me to set up your chamber Zoom, that's fine. If not, that's cool. But now I'm going to click on Connect. Now, when I click on Connect, it's going to pop up right here. It's going to show a screen, and that screen is going to be my Google Connect. So I have to actually log into my Gmail in order to do this. So let's log into Gmail real quick. The reason I have my Gmail turned off is I didn't want people calling me during this video, which can certainly happen. We'll just turn them off. So now I'm going to click on Connect once this is all in. Okay, I'm going to go over to this is my contact. This is how I call people for free anywhere in the United States and Canada. So I'm going to click on Connect. Okay. And now it's calling me right here. I'm going to answer this. And when I say answer, it's literally going to call my bat phone. See, and there's my bat phone ringing. I don't know if you can hear it, but this is my bat phone. Okay, so I'm going to hang up with it here. And I'm going to hang up over here. And that's how I dial through my CRM. So I can actually, if I was to talk with this person, I could go in here and I could take notes. and say, they answered and want to buy the whole package. Exclamation point, right? Yay! So we just closed the deal. So this is called manipulating and shifting data around. And this is why you're going to want to get your sales funnel set up, and you're also going to want to get all of your emails set up. So when we go in here, we can send emails to everyone on our list. So I could say, hello, thank you for talking with me at the mixer, right? And I could put in here, nice to meet you. And even to make it a little more powerful, see, I got thank you, yo, for talking with me, because I'm hip hop like that. So let's make it say thank you. Okay, and now I can use this merge, and I can merge in here, and I can merge in the first name. So everyone, if you guys are using Outlook, you can't do this. But when I say hello first name, every first name it'll go hello Joe, or hello Sean, or hello example. Okay, so when I blast this out to my list, boom, I just sent this to the 7 contacts in this particular list. Again, this is my training, okay? So I just sent that email out, and that's how simple it is. And this is going to help you make more money with less effort and less time, and it's going to be using the same tools that Bill Gates, Larry Ellison uses, and I'm sure that Warren Buffett also keeps track of everything he does. So it's a great tracking tool. It's great for sending out emails. It's great for keeping track of all of your sales. And what I'm going to show you next is going to be another benefit of how you can get everything set up and get it set up and get all of the videos for free. So next segment coming up.